Batman, Catwoman. Got the dust jacket right here. Batman, Catwoman. What did I think of this? Well, there's literally no way this could have been any worse than City of Bane, and I am very happy to say that it is not as bad as City of Bane. As a matter of fact, I pleasantly enjoyed this story, and I was going into it very skeptical, because if you guys have seen my past Tom King reviews, did not enjoy the last third of that arc. I was really digging that, like volumes 5 to 9 around there, and then right after Nightmares, man, it just went downhill, and it just went really bad at City of Bane. So I really was not looking forward to reading this at all. And it turns out Tom King knows how to write a maxi series. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, this book is a solid B plus. I'm shocked I'm saying that, honestly. I'd say the biggest negative to this book is you're kind of following 3 timelines of 3 different stages of a relationship between Catwoman and Batman, and the future timeline is Batman's not even in the picture, and it just gets very hard to keep track of. I didn't even register that there was 3 timelines until I was done the first issue. Then I'm like, oh, okay, this is making so much more sense now. Yeah, so just keeping track of everything and just just keeping track of everything was a bit challenging. My best marker trying to figure out which timeline was which was Catwoman had the gray suit in the middle timeline and the black suit in the earlier timeline, and then she was super old in the future timeline. So that was kind of my key to figuring out what timeline we were in, is whatever kind of suit Catwoman was in at the time. Gonna get into some spoilers here, but the villain of this book is the Phantasm. And I honestly, when I was kind of reading the book and I got to the last page of the first issue, I was a bit confused. I'm like, what is Taskmaster doing in the DC universe? Is that Taskmaster? Am I crazy? I didn't realize it was Phantasm until the next issue. Joker was like, oh, Phantasm is after me or something. Honestly, I've never seen Mask of the Phantasm, so after reading the second issue and realizing who that character was, I actually watched Mask of the Phantasm, and that was a pretty good movie. Pretty solid Batman movie. I did enjoy it. And then after reading Mask of the Phantasm and figuring out who the lady was who lost her father, and now she lost her son in this one, it definitely adds. So definitely, before you read this, watch Mask of the Phantasm. It definitely will help your reading experience for sure. Another negative I have, again getting to some spoilers, is I'm just not comfortable with how close Selina is to Joker. And I understand that they were kind of buddies back when she was in her life of crime, but she is friends with Joker as she is seeing Batman. In the present timeline, where one scene she's with Batman and the next scene she's with the Joker, or vice versa. And it's you understand that he's your boyfriend's arch nemesis, right? I understand if you were friends with him before that, but while you're with Bruce Wayne, you're gonna hang out with the Joker. That part honestly kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't understand that at all. The art here is amazing. You get Clayman in the first 8 issues. He does the majority of the work. In the latter issues, it kind of the art kind of switches up, and I don't know. It was fine, but it wasn't as good as Clayman, to be honest. But I do find it funny how this artist, he always drew Joker's smile just protruding out for some reason. I found that to be pretty funny. Honestly, I kind of wish I saw more characters become old. We see old Selina, we see old Dick Grayson, we see a bunch of old criminals, but we don't really see much else when it comes to Bat Family. That I can remember, at least. You don't really see any other Robins, and you don't really get to find out what happens to them. But yeah, overall, I honestly don't have that much bad to say about it. I'm just very surprised that it's not terrible, because honestly, I was going into this book not expecting much at all, because again, I hated City of Bane so much that I wasn't, if this I'm surprised this is readable. I'm being so honest. I'm surprised that I even finished it because the mood that City of Bane left me in, I'm still not out of it yet. But no, this, I'm really happy that he did this and he was able to finish it because at least he got to end his run on a not terrible note. Because if he ended his 84 issue Batman run on City of Bane, that'd be so terrible. But I'm very happy that the run ended on something a bit more pleasant, a bit more positive. Speaking of positive, this is not that positive. It's kind of bleak, actually, because the book itself, the Batman Catwoman, this story ends very sweetly with old Selina, Bruce leaving old Selina a cat, as his last gift to her. Very nice. So you're thinking, what is this? What is all this, And this is like extra stories. In the hardcover, you also get, You get excerpts from Batman Catwoman Special #1, Batman Annual #2, Catwoman 80th Anniversary, Super Spectacular a bunch of crap, okay? And the very, very end of these compilations of stories, again, major spoilers for this book, but at the very end, you find out what happens to Selina. And what happens to Selina, she just gets shot by some street criminal. What? I don't know, man. This is Selina, right? I'm not crazy. This is her when she's super old. She doesn't die, gracefully with her daughter, or maybe in a cat farm or something. I don't know. She just dies getting shot in the head, bro. What? I did like how she was like, "Oh, honey, you're doing it all wrong." That was pretty funny, but so bleak. Why? I don't understand why they had to end, because if you were gonna make such a bleak ending of Catwoman, why not have that in the end of the book, of the actual book? But no, this ending is the ending of some random ass story that I don't even know which one it is. It could be I don't know, Catwoman 80th Anniversary. I don't know, but it's I don't know. It's not part of the actual Batman Catwoman story, but it's such a pivotal moment that they just kind of shoehorned in at the very end, and I don't know. It kind of left it ended. Just felt so because the actual story ends with Catwoman with the cat in the Batcave, and then 100 pages later, it's she gets shot in the alley, and it's not really connected. I don't really know, but that aside. I would recommend this. If you did not like City of Bane and you're I don't want to ever read Tom King again, honestly, pick this one up, because it will end the Tom King Batman arc on a much more better note than City of Bane ever could have been. And also, if you're gonna read it, make sure you watch Batman Mask of the Phantasm before, because the way I really liked it. I really liked how Andrea, I think that was her name, Andrea, his first love, and technically Catwoman is his last love because they got married. So yeah, the first love and the last love, that was pretty cool. And the way they teamed up, very nice. I did like it. I would recommend this very much. And yeah,